Welcome back to the Mushman channel, and here we have our nemesis, the CR500 powered Schwinn trike. Got it back to the house here. The brakes were out of it. I think somebody may have tried to start it at the shop or at the garage, because this mount was all bent over and it's cracked a little bit. The whole guts were hanging out. The snap ring was down around the asshole. It's like, what the, somebody tried starting it. Anyways, so then last time I ran it, it just smoked ever like crazy. There's Duncan. We're down to one now. I lost my Beagle a couple days ago. Had a bad seizure, and I just took him and had him put down. So been kind of a somber day around here. But anyways, it was smoking really bad, and then like when I stuck my finger in the hole and smelled, it was gear case oil. So when I backfired, if you look back at my other videos, it was kicking back, and obviously I blew the crank seal out. So it's got a Honda crank seal in this side, and I'm excited to run it. So let's run it. I'm getting sick of this thing fighting me. I just want to rip. It's got fresh gas. We've been rolling it around so much I might actually have to adjust the chain. You know what I'm saying? But with such a long swing arm, that gets pretty tight when you get on it, because it really sinks down low. It'd probably be all right. Yeah. I'm ready. You guys ready? I'm ready. Work is always on. You roll it over a couple times, and then you got to give it the ever-living onion, and hopefully she'll fire up. Oh yeah. Come on, baby. Ooh, she won it. Felt like it bit me back a little bit. Let's roll it over a couple times. Well, come on now, baby. Feel like the two vintage channels here all of a sudden. I got enough to get her going. We'll leave the choke on. Wow, is that thing fucking... Oh, holy. She run? What happened? Oh! Don't blow that crank seal out again, boys. Okay, I've actually been putting some time on it. It was so full of gas from me trying to start it with the no spark issue. It wasn't clearing out. And then it dawned on me after I had jetted it down a little bit to help. I fired it up and it ran for like 5 minutes and then quit. I'm like, uh-oh. And I didn't turn the gas on. So the carburetor was completely dry. And it ran just what was in the crankcase for like 5 minutes, which helped. But I put a 50 Pilot in it, and it had a 60 because I went way up. I didn't know. It's just got a pod filter on there. No air box. Frickin' Stinger silencer, whatever the hell that thing is, right? So I jetted it down. It should idle a lot better. I did have it idling, but it was real boggy. I'll have some riding videos here coming up, so let's see if I can get her fired up. Maybe you don't like that 50. There she is. Well, you can see I still got some fine tuning to go. So now that sounded a little lean. I'm going to mess with the air screw. But I try to keep running this thing to a minimum in the neighborhood because it is a little rowdy. So check back. So like this is like round 11 with this thing. It's an old drag bike. I assume it had paddles on it. Come out of Utah. So I figured they got some trick, known only CR500 clutch trick. The thing was just creeping like an asshole in gear. And it's like, I'm not going to ride it hard before I wreck something. And in one of my videos, I think I talked about it, but there is preload washers that they put under each spring. And I was talking to one of the dirt bike friends of mine. He's like, well, it's probably coil binding, so it's not releasing, which you squeeze this to make room. So I'm going to take them out, and then I bet you we'll be able to make a riding video. Yeah, there's nothing stuck on there. Will I be able to... Oh boy, I'm going to have to pull that pressure plate. I was hoping I wasn't going to have to. Oops, no big deal. Not a big deal, Mushman. Just relax. Just relax. Oh my goodness, I'm going to have to give you guys a little bit of a hangulation here. Oh boy. Oh man. Oh boy. Come on, baby. Bring it. Oop, there we go. Wait till you see these things. I thought they were vital. There they are. There's 12 of them. I see a couple are still stuck in there with the oil, but everybody thinks they're going to be smarter than Mother Honda. And they're, you know, they know what they're doing, I'm pretty sure. Okay, I'm going to pull out all these in, check the adjustment, and hopefully it'll go for a rip. Plus, I'm going to look for any loose bolts, because it is a 500. So, yeah. Okay. And here we are again. So, I had an idea. You know, this thing, I was jetting it, trying to mess around, and it just wasn't running like a 500. I mean, it runs strong, don't get me wrong. But I'm expecting more. And I think it boils down to this POS. Whoever, I thought maybe they knew what they were doing and they were going for some kind of performance thing, but I think that's why this thing ain't clearing out. You know, you're not getting the... So, what I have presented today, an FMF silencer for like a 88 CR500, so it's got the big antler on the end of it. Looks like it'll slide right over, huh? But check it out. I mean, why did they... It's gonna go right on there, and there's a mount right there that correlates with this mount. I'm thinking, I don't know what we're gonna do right here, but better than nothing. Let's get this other POS off of there. Okay, that went a little bit longer than I expected, but not too bad. I had to make a spacer. I still don't know what I'm going to do here, if I'm going to maybe find some rubber line that goes in between, and then cut it a little long so it acts like a rubber mount. But that really works out. I mean, that's the length it has to be. You see it's running pretty good back here. Because it is stepped out, I did have to make another mount for this mid mount, which I just took a piece of strap aluminum and bent it, drilled a couple of holes, and yeah, it's just, I've got it finger tight right now because it's aluminum. When I go to tighten it up, I'm going to tighten the back first and have the front on. Well, I'm just going to run them in tight and it'll form right where it needs to. I don't know if that's a good thing being solid mounted, probably not, but it is aluminum and that should actually act like a little bit of a springboard, I bet, maybe, hopefully. I mean, this mount is all chiseled anyways. That's been broken and welded, and I JB welded it trying to seal it. No bueno. So I'm going to take everything off. I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do here to rubber mount that. And then I can start going back together. Unfortunately, it won't be until tomorrow because I want all that silicone to set up nice. And, oh man, look at that. I sprayed this down with some brake clean, and my paint job is just coming right off. Come on. Son of a bitch. Okay, I'm going to get this thing off again. And I can look at the piston too, I guess, if I really want to. Different kinds of things. Okay, boys, I'm giving it a clean bill of health. I'm ready to send it back. I have the leanest jetting I have in there without a big space. It's got a 170 in it now, believe it or not. That 310 four-wheeler has a 180 in it, and they act about the same. Little rich. This one's a little bit more than a little rich. I'd like to have like a 168 in there and probably leave it, and even then it's a little rich, but we like keeping things safe. Silencer's hanging out okay. I'm eventually going to rubber mount that because I already had the mount that I made here already broke. I don't know if you can see or not. There's a light. So I'm going to have regular rubber mounts on this thing. I just don't have any here out at the house, just like the jetting. But yeah, let's take this thing for a rip. Last time I started for you guys, it started one freaking kick. I did back the timing down a fuzz. Not since, but that really helped a lot. 'Cause I don't know if you know or not, 500s can kind of be a pain in the butt to start. I like priming it a bunch of times. Choke is on, right? Yep, choke is on. Okay, let's see what happens. It just kicked back like a two kicks, not too bad. Doesn't vibrate too bad.
Sometimes I think it could be fatter on the pilot. Sometimes I can't shift. Memory card if I haven't already. Oh, don't run right. Dry launch. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, clean bill of health, boys. I just want to give you a ride before I send it back. Oh, got a little bit of a coolant leak coming out of the oil or the water pump seal. Uh-oh. Guess what? Staying here. It's staying here. Well, shit. Who put that seal in there? Coming out of the weep hole. At first I thought it was hot, but it ain't. I mean, do the spit test. Not even boiling off, so not even 212. Nothing to worry about there. Well, shit. Like I said, round 11, at least she freaking rips now, but hey, boys. I mean, we only got her into barely fifth at one time. I mean, I should change the gearing on this thing. I think it's got a 14 on the front. Probably put a 13. Probably put a 13 on the front. But yeah, okay, we're still running. Wow. Wow. I love the way it runs. And that fucking thing really revs out. And you can see it's got the Mushman spooge. But it ain't real terrible. It ain't real bad. Nice. Well, now the only thing we gotta figure out is this water pump. Shit.
You know how many times I've had this clutch cover off? Oh my God. Well, I should be getting pretty good at it, eh, boys? Either way, like, share, and subscribe. This is the last video of this thing for a while. I'm sick of it. Under this, I got my Takati. Got a new CDI box for it, right? Well, I don't know why I wasn't recording. I thought I was recording. Kicked it over, it kicked back, and blew the freaking Kickstarter apart. Gremlins. That's why I got these sitting here. They normally go in my regular car. For some reason, after 6,000 miles, one decided to escape, bounce down the road, bounce through people's yards, bounce off of somebody's house. Nice. But I guess if that's the worst of it, we'll take it. Till then, boys, pop wheelies.